What's up, guys? This is Adam back from Adam Reviews. Today I want to take you in and show you a 1,000 pip trade that I got on US30 today when I was trading on ingot. Now, I have a buddy named Todd Harrison who I've been working with for a couple years now, and we both have come to the conclusion that ingot is the best broker out there. So I've been watching some of his streams. I'm just getting back into trading, like probably less than 6 months ago. I'm just getting started with ingot as well. I just got started with them like a week ago. I did a little video. You can check that out over here. So I went on one of Todd's streams today. We've been talking about doing some more streams together, and also I'm going to start streaming here on Twitch as well, but he's been doing it like every day except for when the market's closed on the weekends. He's been doing this every day for like months now, so he's been doing really well with it, and I decided, hey, what the heck, I'm gonna get on there with him today and see if we can catch a massive trade on US30. If you didn't know, ingot has a smaller contract size than a lot of these other brokers out there. They're fully regulated from Australia, but they do have a smaller contract size, so it allows you to keep your risk management in play while still being able to trade indices like US30, with like $100 you can start with. And that's what I started with. I just put $100 in to start, and you can trade US30. It's been pretty awesome. So I just got started with them. This is the biggest trade that I've gotten since I've started with ingot in the last like week and a half. So I will show you guys. I'm going to take you in. I'm going to speed it up a little bit so you guys can kind of watch what goes on. It happened over a span of about 20-25 minutes. So we caught 1,000 pip trade on US30 using Kangaroo tails. And if you haven't heard about Kangaroo tails, make sure to go to the link in the description, or I should have it right down here, where you can check out Kangaroo tails, get that indicator. It's super cheap. You can add it to your charts. I can even show you exactly how to do that. And make sure as well, if you haven't checked out ingot, if you have a smaller amount that you want to start with and you want to be able to trade indices like US30 and catch 1,000 pip trades like I'm going to show you today, make sure to go to the link in the description as well. I'm also working on a website right now. By the time you see this, I should have a website link down there as well for a Kangaroo guide, kangarooguide.com, and that will show you exactly how to trade Kangaroo tails. It's a completely free website, completely free training, so make sure to check that out in the link in the description below. Anyways, let's go to the computer and show you exactly how this 1,000 pip trade worked out and why we went off it, because there wasn't exactly a Kangaroo on this exact one, but a lot of times you can watch stocks like, for example, Microsoft, Tesla, that kind of thing. Watch for Kangaroo tails on those and you'll see it correspond, because some of these companies are on the US Dow 30, Dow Jones. So you can kind of see what's going to happen when you get some kangaroos on a couple of those that line up, and if things line up with your zones and everything. It looked really good, and we were on a downtrend already, so I kept it open long enough to catch 1,000 pips, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how we did that. Now, like I said, I am on Todd Harrison's stream at this very point in time, so you might hear some of the stuff from him as well.
Okay, as you can see here on the 1 minute,
as you can see, there's a Kangaroo here. Let's see, that was on Nike, so we hit a Kangaroo tail, and so we entered this trade. So I didn't get the video started until we were about 150 pips up, but as you can see, we had a zone here, and it came up right where this other two were, this little double top here. So you can see that there was some room to the left here, and it looked like a clear reversal here, while also looking at the other charts and seeing the Kangaroos coming up on that. And you'll see that it'll be kind of confirmed throughout this process. We'll have another couple Kangaroos that'll kind of tell us how to stay in the trade, basically. It's looking good, and so I entered the trade.
We need Apple to come down here and retest support now.
So up about 140, 150 pips right now. This is moving a little bit faster, so I'm at about 1.5.
It's gonna be close again.
Okay, so we switch back to Nike here. You can see that we saw the Kangaroo. We're up about 150 pips right now. Looks like we're back to about break even right now. So I'm moving my stop loss down a little bit. I'm only risking a few percent of my account, like 3% of my account on this. So we're up about 100 pips right now, and a lot of people would close. One thing, when I got involved with trading at first, I got with a company called iMarkets Live. It's basically just a crock, but it took us a little bit to notice that, and that was actually one of the first things that I worked with Todd on. But they were trying to have us set our take profits for 30 pips, 40 pips, 50 pips at tops, but most of the time about 30. And then you'd have your stop loss at 30 pips, and it's like, so you got 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio there. It's gonna be really hard to make money like that, and at 30 pips, I mean, we're up 200 something here, and if you don't have a bunch of money in your account, maybe if you had 20,000 in your account or something like that, then you know you could
Up
risk
about
that
almost
much
300
and
pips,
only do
300 pips
small
now.
trades and make money off 30 pips. But with this broker, you actually cannot do scalp trading, so you have to wait 10 minutes before you can, you know, get out of the trade or manually close the trade. So that's just one of their rules, just to make sure that people aren't scalping. You know, if you want to scalp, you can use, you know, some other brokers that are out there that allow that. But yeah, so we're up about 500 pips right now. But also, if it hits your stop loss, that doesn't count as a scalp trade. So okay, so we're up about 550 pips, and I was hoping that it would just like continue to shoot down here. Alright, so we're up about 550 pips. It starts to go back up just a little bit here. It's kind of going to retrace a little bit. So this is really exciting, honestly. You know, it might not be exciting to sit here and watch, but you know, if you were trading like a whole lot, you know, I'm trading a micro lot. It's just, you know, 0.01 is what I was trading at first because I'm not trying to risk a lot of my account, you know, just testing this stuff out, obviously. But from what I've seen, these kangaroo tails are gold. So this is Nike, as you can see. I already showed you the kangaroo tail on that. And I think this is a really solid strategy. I got this from Naked Forex book that was written, and it's got some really good insight in there, and I really liked and was attracted to kangaroo tails, and that's why I'm trying to share this with you guys. So make sure to get that in the link below. I will also show you exactly how to use kangaroo tails and how to trade with them. Okay, we're still up about 500 pips right now. I was thinking about closing early, but I was like, you know what, I think I'm gonna let this go. It's looking pretty good. So it starts going back up a little bit. I've got my stop loss at break even at this point because I don't want to, you know, worst comes to worst, I don't win anything and then I just break even on it. Like I said, this is US30. This is an indice that you can trade on ingot. So I'm kind of looking around at some of the other ones. So I'll move my stop loss right there down a little bit, you know, within, looks like I'd be up about 100 pips at that point, so I can secure some profits there. As you can see, there's a little reversal there. Drops back down, up to 650 now, almost 700 pips. Now I had just not too recently moved the take profit down to about 1,000 pips. I'll have to double check, but I think it's about 1,000 to 1,050 pips. And we're going down, down, down. It's getting real close. Start going back up a little bit. I did move my take profit down just a little bit further just so I could hit the 1,000 pips. We're back up to about 400 pips up. Back up to about 300 something. I was like, uh-oh. Started getting a little nervous, but you can see it's kind of retesting here. It's retesting that zone. And then it's going to pop back down. I just turned on the sound of the other one. I can't really hear it right now, but we're up about 700 pips now. It dropped back down. Still feeling good about it. You can see it's on a natural downtrend. Keeps going back and retesting those zones. Drops back down. But as you can see, kind of up near the top right here, you know, we were able to see that it bounced back down. It's kind of consolidating right now.
I'm at $3,700 in profit.
It's about 600 pips, back to 600 or 700 pips here. Now you got to be patient sometimes. It's not always easy to sit here and just wait and wait, but sometimes you got to do it. If you want to get these big moves. Now that's a, you know, this is going to be about 1,000 pips total. I mean, imagine if you would have hit near the top, you know, that could have been, you know, 4,000 or 5,000 pips that you could have made off this. And you can get those big moves with kangaroo tails. I don't know what it is, but it's just a really good indicator, and it's very, very accurate. About 600 pips again. It starts shooting down here. Pulled up the RSI to see where that was at. So all of a sudden we had Netflix hit a We looked at that. We saw another kangaroo tail on that one, and that was another confirmation. So we got Microsoft here. We've got a kangaroo. And we looked at Microsoft. We hit another kangaroo tail. That was another confirmation because it's part of the Dow Jones 30 as well, or US 30. So, you know, they're the same thing. So, and it started to go up for a second, but it was retesting that zone again. And if you guys don't have a pip counter, like you can see up on the top right there, it's very helpful to have that. So if you don't, I also made a video where we've got a free download where you can get that as well. So make sure to check that out as well. I'll just put it up here as a card. Back to about 600, up to 700 pips.
Back at Microsoft. It's not a huge kangaroo because there's not a lot of room to the left here.
You can see the kangaroo. There wasn't a lot of room to the left.
There we go. Come on.
It's dropping. About to hit 800 pips.
Like by far the most fucking intense trade.
There we go. Bring it down.
Yo, if you're still in, and
you'll be able to see like my reaction and how I, you know, up to 800 pips. We're getting there. Shooting down. And this is on the 1 minute chart of the US 30. Shooting down more. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, this is my third or fourth trade on ingot here, was 1,000 pips with this kangaroo tail. That's how accurate this is, how big of moves you can catch. It was either the third or the fourth. Looking good. We're approaching 900 pips now. Get it. Get it. Get it. Woo! 1,000 pips, baby.
yes,
Hell yeah.
did it. Just
Fucking right.
1,000 goddamn pips.
1,000 pip trade. That's what I'm talking about.
Last day in my living room, we fucking smashed 1,000 pips. So let's fucking go. Shit. Oh, yeah, that was intense.
Hell yeah. It's a one candle price action strategy. It's very accurate. So make sure, if you haven't yet, to check that out in the link below and get access to the free training that I'll put together. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel because I'll be putting out a lot more content. Make sure if you have any questions about anything that you leave that in the comments below, and I'll answer those questions maybe on a future video. So thanks for stopping by. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.